Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, and I am back for another video on Lord of the Rings Home. Now, it has been a little while. If you're not keeping up with the Discord channel, then basically I am in the middle of a move. I'm still not fully unpacked, which is why I don't have my green screen available right now. So hopefully you guys will take it easy on me. I do want to talk a little bit about the raids again. You know, we are honestly just around the corner from Mines of Moria, which is supposed to go live, I think, on Wednesday, July the 26th, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, it's still here in the corner. Hold tight. Raids are coming soon. You know, I don't know why they don't have it actually in game, because if you don't follow the communications that's in the Discord or on the blog, but they don't really send you mail, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe they do. I don't think they do. I don't think they send you anything like, hey, go check out the website for the blog post, blah, 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 blah. They haven't really done any of that. So really disappointed with how poor their communication is, in my opinion, especially for those in the game, because a lot of them don't even know what the hell is around the corner or what's coming soon. Don't even know that the raids are coming in a couple of days. They've not seen that communication in game. So if you don't keep up, which is like, I don't even know, probably a minority of people keeping up with the Discord, you wouldn't really know. So in today's video, I want to kind of go over a little bit of, you know, what I'm up to. I guess it's a bit of a roster review as well, just kind of sharing that, you know, I'm almost level 60. So by the time the raids launch, I will be level 60, and I want to kind of go over what I'm doing in preparation of Mines of Moria. Also, before we get any further, I do want to let people know that there is some space in the Boilon cluster guilds. We did collapse from 4 guilds to 3 guilds, but we do have probably about half a dozen spaces across the 3 guilds. So if any of you are looking for some guild action for Mines of Moria coming soon, then feel free to join the Discord. Let me know, or DM me on Discord, some way to get in touch with me. YouTube comments are not enough, so please get in touch with me via Discord. That's the easiest way to get you into one of the guilds. So if you're still looking for something like that, then let me know. Though we are looking for people who are level 40 plus. So that shows to me that it doesn't take that long to get there, but it just shows to me that you're a little bit more serious when it comes to that. I don't have any specific collection power requirements necessarily, but you know, I really want people that are active, that are going to be playing the game, of course. So level 40-ish plus would be great. So feel free to send me a message if you want to get involved with that. But let's take a look at my roster. Okay, so you know, interestingly, I'm still working on my main arena team. I'll be 60 soon, so I'm going to be putting level 60 on Elro here, Eladin, Elrond, Ironhide, and I'm, you know, so shockingly, I'm actually using Eowyn still as my 5th member. A lot of people are wondering why I'm not using Arwen, and that's just because for the purposes of what I'm doing, I have no problems winning, and I do like that Eowyn is kind of like a non-elf version of her, in my opinion. She has a lot of utility, she has the might that she gives to the party, and she cleanses as well. Obviously, she's a lot better within that Rohan team, but she's a very kind of copy and paste kind of character that can be used in a lot of different teams. So that's just because I don't have the light crystals, really. I had Eowyn already at G6. I don't really have a lot of leftover light crystals after giving G8 to Elrond, Elrohir, and Eladin. Those are my main 3 that I need to win. Ironhide was maxed out as well. And I recently got his level 6 special 1 because it's really, really powerful when you get that final upgrade here, plus 50% damage, and it lowers the stamina cost. And actually, I can get more than one of these in an arena battle, so often does a lot of damage, and the dispelling of the boons is really nice as well. But, you know, I'm still kind of waiting on my purples. You know, obviously, purples are not fast. My next ability that I'm getting was level 6 of the Elrohir passive, Always Retaliate. Honestly, he's a bit of a machine gun, and I think that his damage is going to go through the roof as soon as I get this upgrade, because it goes from 50% chance to retaliate to guaranteed to retaliate, and his attacks do anywhere from, for me anyways, anywhere from 2,500 to 4,000 damage. So getting like a handful of extra of those attacks guaranteed is going to do a lot of damage across the arena and just in general. But obviously, I'm still kind of behind on some of my other skills. I'm like 4-4 over here on basic and special 1. Elrond's probably the only one that I put a significant amount of upgrades into, other than his basic. Actually, his passive still at 4, but I did 6 on the special 2, 6, or sorry, special 1, 6 on the special 2. So obviously, I still have some purple material to give to my main team. That's why I haven't really focused too heavily on my second team, which is going to be my Haradrim team. I really do want to upgrade them, and I do have a lot of Shadow Crystals just lying around because I haven't really put them into the Isengard team because I want to kind of put them into this team. I got like almost 300 Dark Crystals lying around, and that's going to give me, I think, like 1 full G8 character for sure, and a little bit more after that. What's really interesting too is I have basically all of the blue ability, not blue ability material, blue origin gear that I need to upgrade Robel. You know, I have so many of these tars. Why? Because you can find the tar, the blue tar, which you need for her. You can find her, I believe it's the Lomian node. Oh, it's over here somewhere. I believe it's the Lomian farm node. And since I was doing that for a long time, I have a ton of this tar, which goes to a handful of characters, namely Robel and Eothane, but I'm not really upgrading Eothane any further. And her other ability material, I don't have a ton of that. There's some ruins, but there's some pieces where I think it's this item piece, if I can click on it properly. Those are okay, and the topaz, which is hilarious because the topaz is found on her own node, which is over here somewhere. One of these ones, I believe. There we go. It's also Wilfin as well, but you can basically, you're farming the shards for Robel, and you're getting some of the blue gear that you need for her anyway. So I could upgrade Robel quite a bit, but I'm kind of waiting. You know, that's my current plan, is I'm doing a lot of shard farming. So I'm shard farming Yeftu, Robel, Elro here I went back to now, so I did get a 6-star on my Ironhide. That was a bit rough because of the chapter 1 farming on the guild, which obviously is taking away from purples that I'd be able to farm on my chapter 5, so I admit that. But I really want the star rank upgrades. As much as I love Ugluk, I can't do another chapter 1 character. I'm going to be doing Ironhide, and I'm just not going to be putting as much gear and stuff into Ugluk, but he is an amazing character. It's just I have to make some sacrifices somewhere. Elro here, he's level 59, and I'm going to be getting him up to 7-star because with the star rank changes, which honestly should be on the horizon pretty soon, it's gonna translate in like an insane amount. So that's what I'm up to there. I have Legolas on the star list, but I'm not upgrading him at this point. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with Arwen because, you know, for my Minds of Moria raid team, which is going to be elf-based, you know, I'm going to probably need to put Arwen on that team. And I still have her at level 46. It's not bad. It's just she's not very well invested in. She's gear 5. Her abilities are 3-3-3 across the board, so I need to put more investment there. And I just don't have a ton of light crystals at this point. I could probably get her to gear 6. You know, with even some of the gear I don't have a lot of, you know, they're from the login calendar. I might be able to do it, but I may do this for Moria because I'm going to be taking some of these characters out and using them as alternative raid teams. So for example, Ironhide is going to be on my Shadow raid team, which I thought was going to be my Isengard. I haven't decided. I could end up just going with Haradrim because I think I might get some more mileage out of that. In terms of my characters, what else am I farming as well? I'm doing actually some preemptive shard farming, so I am farming Philly and Keely, who's over here, I guess, and I am still shard farming Eowyn, Fro, and Eothane as well, and obviously my Strider is going to be up to about 6.5 star, so, oh, maybe not 6.5 star, but definitely 6 star, because this is 300 shards here, 330 shards would be 6 star, so I may put, I don't know, because of the star rank changes, I may actually promote Strider, because I do have my gear 6, and I think that that'll translate pretty well in terms of his overall stats, so I think that's something that I will probably do. Obviously, that requires a lot of gold. And same with Eomer, I was about to say Eothane, but Eomer I do have at 5 star, and he's not too far off from 6 star. It's just putting that gold into the promotions is a lot of my extra gold that I have, and aside from that, though, I'm not really farming too much else. Those are my main farms, I would say. I went back to farming Leliel a little bit, just in preparation, maybe, of a 6-star Elrond, you know, because I am going to have to probably use some of the characters that I used last time, including Eladin, if I can get him to 6-star before the next Elrond, and then a lot of the other usual suspects, Elrohir, Naramiri, and the other ones. I don't really want to farm Arwen because I'm at 3-star. And so unless she's probably going to go on a node, but I mean, it's not going to be a very fast farm for me to do for Elrond, so that's another big problem there. And other than that, I'm not really doing a ton else. I'm not touching Gimli. I mean, who knows who's coming up next? I have all of the characters unlocked other than these 4 here. I still haven't gone with Halbrad. These are just accumulations from the free chest. Same with Tordok, same with Mary. And I haven't really bothered to unlock them because I don't feel like I need to right at this moment. But yeah, I mean, things are going a bit slow. Things are a little bit slow. As far as my challenges go, I did actually manage to clear all of my challenges, which is great. Because if you're someone who's going back and farming the guild chapters, the lower guild chapters, then make sure that you can try and get this done. Because if you can get tier 6 of the ability materials done, that's 33 purples or 99 purples per week, which will add significantly if you're going back and having to farm chapter 1. Now, one thing that I do personally recommend doing is that if you do have some additional gems, use that onto farming chapter 5. So if you are here at chapter 5 and you have some additional gems that you can save and use for this, because I don't actually use my gems anymore for the regular campaign nodes because I don't feel like I get as much out of it. And so what I would normally do is I would refresh over here maybe once a day, something like that. And then if you are on chapter 5, that kind of, I didn't mean to do all that, but it does give you the additional resources that you'll need that you're kind of missing when you're having to go back and farm some of these other chapters, including chapter 3 for Elro here, which is, like I said, what I'm currently doing. There is some purples on it here, but honestly, compared to chapter 5, it's not a lot. And if you're going all the way back to chapter 1, then you are not getting very much at all. You're getting no purples and a little bit of gold, not a lot. So I'm only doing this to chapter, to 7-star. I'm going to do Elro here to 7-star, then Ironhide to 7-star, and then hopefully I'll be able to go completely back to chapter 5. I know this is going to take probably a couple of weeks for me to do, but I think that is going to be better for me long term because I do think those characters are going to stay with us for a good amount of time, and I have them maxed out. So I want to get that 7-star. I want to, get going on that. I haven't been paying too much attention to Arena, admittedly. I think I'm probably like gold 2-1, somewhere around here. Mostly because I'm not doing all 5 of my attacks per day. I'm probably losing my defense because I have Eowyn there. But I just don't have any other better character to put in there to slot in just now. And having Arwen in there for where my Arwen is right now is just, it's not going to do anything. So yeah, I could be doing better, but it is what it is there. And otherwise, we're just waiting until Wednesday. And I'd love to know what's going on with you all. Have you guys stuck in? How are you feeling about the game? And I know that, we don't need another state of the game video, but I have had some more people come and tell me that they just can't wait, or they're not convinced that the raids are going to turn the game around necessarily. Like I said, I'm probably going to give this game until the end of August to kind of make my final decision on what I'm going to do on this channel and this game. Mostly because I do want to give it the benefit of the doubt. But I mean, if the player base doesn't survive, if the player base isn't prospering, we need more players. That's the point of this game, really, is that we can't have a game like this if we don't have players to play with. And the player base and the numbers are not amazing. It could be doing a lot better, and I hope that it does. I hope that the raids, bring some life into it, but I'm also concerned. So I'm kind of concerned that the raids are only going to be once a week for one day. That means one day out of your week is going to go towards this. I hope that we might be able to launch this until we get the more chapters. I hope that we might be able to launch this more than once a week, because if it's just one 24-hour period in a week, then I don't think that's going to keep people's attention. And even though there are other chapters coming, like 1 chapter per month, I just don't think people are going to be able to hold on, because people are barely holding on right now with the lack of stuff to do in this game. And while some people might be okay with that, there's a lot of us who are not. Because it's just, there's nothing to do and there's nothing to talk about, which explains why I haven't had a video in such a while, because literally I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to see what this game does, and unfortunately it's not good for their advertisement, if there is any, but hey, I haven't seen any myself. So yeah, not a lot of things going on in this game, but I hope things improve over the next couple of days, and hopefully there'll be some time to do some more videos around then. So let me know what you're doing for your Mines of Moria prep. I kind of explained what I'm doing on my side and what I'll probably be continuing to do for the next little while. Maybe once the raids actually launch, I'll have a better idea of where to put my shadow crystals, because right now I just don't want to put any huge investment until I know exactly what's going on with that game mode. So that's the end, everyone, and until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.